Hey everyone, how's it going? It is Memory here. We're here, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, for the next episode of ReLIFE, this being episode 9. And in the previous episode, we saw the whole thing going on with Honoka and Rena and how their friendship may be going south. It's not looking too good for the volleyball team. So we're going to get into this episode, everyone, and see what we got. So yeah, here we go. Chizuru, Honoka, which she's not with Rena, as we see. Yeah, the friendship is not. It's going south, like I said. Episode 9, Revenge. Interesting title for an episode, Revenge. Like, she just said she looks ugly. Like, Chizuru does not beat around the bush. She'll tell you. She'll tell you how it is. That's just her. But yeah, she does look out of it. Like, they're not even like, if it keeps going like this, they're not going to be able to play with each other in the last game. And this is going to be their last time playing volleyball. So for Chizuru, someone coming to her for help or advice or something, she's not really used to that. But now she knows that there's something up. Or she should at least know. She's limping. And you know how bad Rena wants to be able to play. We know that. 100%. Okay, so yeah, now we're going to actually get to see what happened when... See, oh, I thought she was running towards her to help her and she tripped on one of the balls, but she came down on it like that. Oh, that is the worst. 2 weeks, but... And then she can exercise, so... She may not even be able to play after 2 weeks, just start exercising again. No. Come on. That's not you, Rena. That is not you. Yeah, that is not her whatsoever. Like, I've had an injury like that similar too. In basketball, I when I was shooting the ball and I went up, like jumping, I came down on someone's foot. It was so, like someone's foot was under me, and it was so bad. That's how I sprained my ankle too, like really bad. I was out for like weeks. It was like a high ankle sprain, like the worst kind of ankle sprain you can get. Cheezer's not dumb. She may be bad with like social interaction. But she's getting better with that, but she knows there's something up here. It's just like so distant now. She doesn't have like a wrap or brace on or anything. Like it's kind of dangerous. I think she should have at least something on. And I wouldn't even necessarily say that it's like anyone's fault. Like making someone say sorry to who or like I don't even. But maybe the way Rena's taking it is, which we've saw Rena before in the series, how she takes things sometimes. So, hey, look who's alone now, though. Arata, I think you may be on to something there, my boy. Yeah, there you go, there you go. Oh, she's gonna hurt her. Oh no. Jeez. He's just trying to be nice too, Olga was. Like, see, I don't know about that. She has people trying to help her here. She has trouble opening up. We know that. Olga, you're a good man. I respect that. I hope she didn't get like more injured from that. It's not like he was gonna make fun of her or something like about her walking or like. He was the only one there too. So she kind of reflecting on herself now and like how she's been acting hasn't necessarily been probably the right way. And Arata's starting to take notice a little bit too. And that at least something is up. She came right here. Jeez. Look at her looking right at the camera. This always happens to Arata. Can't let her see any of those beer cans or anything like that. Yeah, it looks like they're not anywhere. Yeah, look at that drink. Chill, my boy. See that girl in that flashback we saw with the Rata and all that? It looked like Cheezer from the back. It did. So they both know that there's. They don't know the exact details of it, but they know that there's something going on. So if Harata and Chizuru work together on this to, maybe help out with this situation, oh, I'd love that. Yeah, but I mean, I get where she's coming from. She maybe doesn't want to make it even worse or by getting involved. See, doesn't that look like her from the back? It does. Oh, that is her. That is her. Yo, if that just sells it right there. That's the reveal. Like, maybe we're not supposed to know yet. That's not like the official reveal, but she has to be the test subject #1. She has to be. She like hurt herself or something? That is her, dude. Aww. And she doesn't really like know or have an idea, I don't think, like. That's how I feel too, yeah, like that's what I said. You hate to see them apart, you want them to be together, be friends playing volleyball together, like that's what both of them are thinking. That's what both of them are thinking. Even though they are their friends, if they get involved, like, could it destroy everything or make it even worse? So that's what they meant by revenge. Revenge on themselves. I kind of like that concept. Ah, that's a weird way to put it, but I kind of like it. I kind of like it. She is so much love. She is great. Come, detectives Arata and Chizuru. So she feels that kind of that guilt, or that that it's her fault. But I mean, it was an accident. Maybe she shouldn't have been staying up all night and all that. It wouldn't have caused that, but it was still an accident in my opinion. I mean, I think they should at least hear each other out or talk about this. Look how he's dragging her along. Here we go. Yeah, I forgot Oga was still with her as well. Really? Really? Honoka saying that? Because she's put so much time and worked so like hard on this too, but I like wonder what the reasoning for that was, or like why. I don't know why people have such a problem with this part in the story. I mean, because so far I'm liking it. Honestly, maybe I don't know how many more episodes it goes on for, because people have told me, like especially close friends of mine, that it does like drag on. So, but I mean, so far I really am enjoying this part with Honoka and Rena. I didn't honestly think we'd come back to Rena again after she had part of the spotlight towards the beginning of the series. But I mean, it's more so like Honoka's spotlight, but the two of them together, the volleyball team. Like here's how I see it. Like Honoka, she feels like she's the one to blame. She's putting the guilt on her, because she stayed up all night. She was trying to study to pass the makeup exams, which I like, because she was failing, right? She had to pass these makeup exams, right? Maybe you should have spaced out your time more, so spend less time on volleyball, more time on schoolwork, because we know how much time she puts into volleyball. But she passed her makeup exam. She was a little out of it. She probably shouldn't have kept playing if she was feeling that way, right? And she kept playing. She was still practicing and all that. But that's not even like besides the point. What actually happened, the event that happened, like with how the balls fell over and the way they rolled and all that, and just so happened that Kairu was coming down at the same time as the ball was rolling under her. Like, you can't like help something like that, right? Like, it's an accident. And so from from Rena's point of view, I should say, switch over to now, like we've saw her in the beginning of the series, how she takes certain things, right? And her first thing was to instantly blame Honoka for this, right? That she's injured, she's not going to be able to play, and now Rena's just in this state where like, oh, like if I try to come back, I'm just going to be like a burden to the team for the last game and all that. But this is your last game, right? I think Honoka wants you to play. I think the whole team even would want you to play if you came back after those 2 weeks that your ankle was sprained. And I love that how Oga is has that shoulder for her to lean on right now. He, is walking around with her, and we saw during that actually, and Oga noticed it too, how she is actually like reflecting on, like maybe I was being too mean, or like maybe I shouldn't have said it that way. Which Rena is a little bitchy sometimes, like the way she does come across, which is something that she needs to work on. Like a lot of the characters in this series need certain things that they need to work on, and I love that with ReLIFE, and how they do that with their characters, and they spend time on each of them, not just like obviously Arata, Chizuru, the two main characters, but also we've saw on full display in this series, even with like Ryo and Anne, like those characters, like they each get their own time, and they each get reasons why, at least for me, why I come to get invested in these characters. And now they're doing that with Honoka, with Rena, with the volleyball team. So there's that. And also another like big bombshell in this episode was just the whole thing. It pretty much just reveals it there, right? That we haven't actually saw Chizuru, I guess, make the connection, or I think Arata has. I'm not exactly sure. It seemed like he did, just from what was going through his head when Chizuru was talking to him there. But that was definitely Chizuru we saw, like, older, just from behind. And we even saw her turn her head, too, towards Arata, and that was definitely her. So Arata and Chizuru, grown up, before the ReLIFE experiment and all that, definitely knew each other, and there was definitely something going on there. And he was talking about someone being bullied. I don't remember if he said if it was in school or at work or something, but I mean, we saw Chizuru, Arata, they're a lot older, so there was obviously something that went on there between them two. But I would say this episode pretty much confirms that Chizuru is the test subject number one. At least that's what I'm feeling or saying, and it does make sense. And I've been thinking that for a while now. If you guys go back and see my other videos over ReLIFE, like Chizuru has been the one that I feel has needed the most sort of work on just the way she socially interacts with people, and just the way she is in general. She is definitely someone fitting of the ReLIFE experiment, and it does make you think, because we know that the whole thing with the test subject number one failed, right? She got another shot at it, apparently. So or she's still a part of it, obviously. So there's that whole thing as well. We know that the first experiment failed, which had to have been with her if she is the test subject number one, like I'm thinking she is with this episode. So a whole lot going on right here. Not even like besides the whole thing with Honoka and Rena, like that was big in this episode as well. So wow, pretty dang good episode of ReLIFE once again, coming off the previous episode. Rena now going to hear Honoka out, which is very important. It is very big, because if you're not going to talk about it, these two are so close, or were so close. It's kind of going south a little bit now. But if you're not hearing each other out, if you're not talking about this is what friends should do. They should talk about this face to face and get it out there, move on, and I think they will. I think we'll be okay here with with these two, and I hope they play the last volleyball game together. I hope they win. I hope they go out with a bang, for their high school volleyball careers, and even continue to be friends. Obviously, past that. So yeah, let me know what you all thought of ReLIFE. I thought it was a pretty dang good episode. I'm still not getting what people are talking about with this part in the story being like, or people having a problem with it. I don't know how long it's going to go on for, like I said before, but we'll see. So far, so good. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace.